Hi everyone, in this video we'll be exploring Decent Sampler as an amazing tool that we can use for music production. Decent Sampler, as the name suggests, is a sampler plugin developed by musician, composer and developer Dave Hilowitz that works in a very similar way to other known samplers like Contact from Native Instruments and Falcon from UV. There are two ways to install libraries that can be loaded into Decent Sampler. The first one is through the sample store. So you open your Decent Sampler plugin, you go to Browse, and then you go to the sample store where you can just click and load the sample library that is mostly accessible for free. However, there are some paid sample libraries that you can buy and then load them into Decent Sampler. For the second way, there's something very important to be aware of, which is choosing a specific folder where you'll put your sample libraries as you would do with any other sampler. Of course, you can use the default folder, but you should make sure that all the libraries that you would use are located in that default folder. So when all of that is already configured, you can click on the File menu, click then on Load, go to the directory where your library is located, and then open the Decent Sampler file. Most of the sample libraries that can't be found in the sample store are available on the Pianobook platform, so you should definitely check it out. The first advantage of Decent Sampler is that it is completely free. So you can just go to the website, create an account, and then download it and load it into your DAW. In my case, it's Reaper. The second one is that it's an open platform that allows creators from all backgrounds to make their own sample libraries that are usually very good and very unique. So actually you can have access to libraries that you wouldn't find elsewhere, even like in the most used samplers. The last reason is that it's one of the easiest samplers that you can use in order to create your own sample libraries. Actually, there's an amazing tutorial done by the developer Dave Hilowitz that explains how to make your own sample library from A to Z. A link to that video is included in the description of this video. I do really believe that the negative aspects of this plugin are really minor ones, and I do feel that they are related mostly to my workflow. The first one is the fact that most of the libraries are developed by individuals with limited resources. So you won't be able to find like huge orchestral sample libraries. Mostly they are experimental ones with like individual instruments. Second one is really related to my use case, which is that I use two devices, a desktop and a laptop, and I cannot figure out how to load the same presets and the same libraries when I transfer a project from one device to another. It will always give me an error message saying that it couldn't locate the library. So if anyone has a solution for this problem, please hit me in the comments. To demonstrate the capabilities of Decent Sampler, I made this track using only instruments from Decent Sampler. All the instrumental sounds that have been used in this music are available in libraries that can be loaded into Decent Sampler. However, I did use other plugins like EQ, reverb, and delay. Here are some of the most important libraries that I did use in this music. Motor Lab by Venus Theory and Dave Hilowitz. I did use this bass preset, but more like in a plucked sound with a bit of delay. I also used this keys preset from the same library. The second library that I used is Interlaced, also by Venus Theory and Dave Hilowitz. In this case, this is the paid version of the library, so there are many more presets that you could use. The presets are keys, copy watch, keys Saturdays, For my main bass sound, I use the preset Thick. And I doubled it on the octave with another preset called Ghoul. For the more percussive side of the music, I used this library called Metal Desk Lamp, and I used the preset Percussion. And it's always amazing how you can create great libraries using everyday objects. But for my main drum instrument, I used the pocket drum machine created by Gab Chi. I hope I'm pronouncing the name correctly. And this library cannot be found on the sample store. You should go to the Pianobook website where you can download it. In order to make this demo more interesting, at least for me, I sampled pieces of dialogue that I like from the movie Inherent Vice. So here's my ultimate decent sampler demo track. I hope this video was useful for you. If you have any ideas or questions, please write them into the comment section and I'll be happy to discuss them with you. See you in the next time.